Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 36 of GQ a Wrestling Podcast. And it's actually episode 6 for our YouTubers. So, yay.
Really fun. A quick thing about the YouTube Shorts. We're getting a lot of videos on YouTube Shorts. A lot of views on the YouTube Shorts. So thank you, audience, for the YouTube videos on the YouTube Shorts. We appreciate it. And we also reached 1,000 views on one video alone on Instagram and on TikTok. We're starting to bring up those numbers. We love it so much.
Was it the Slayer video?
It was the Slayer video. Apparently everybody liked that one. Anyways, continue with your opening monologue.
So, since I was rudely interrupted because videos and such, we've got some space to cover. We do have Dynamite going on in the background. So
FTR!
We will be doing some live reactions to the things that are happening. We've also got we get to talk about some Elimination Chamber. We'll throw some predictions out for that. Apparently, there's a question that needs answering. I don't know. I actually have a question for you.
No!
I know.
Oh my god.
Stranger things have happened.
That's weird.
So we're gonna get rocking and rolling here on the audio side, and here we go.
So fun fact.
Chanel.
Welcome back to another episode of GQ Wrestling Podcast. My name is Justin. That is Garrett. YouTube, hello. Auditorial listeners, hello. Welcome joining us. Anyways,
What's up, motherfuckers?
Oh god. So it's really funny. When I was editing the last week's episode, it came up and it said monetization is available because of us talking about the flying elbow.
Yeah.
With us talking about the merchandise store.
Yeah.
With us talking about potential things happening. Monetization was an option on this past video, which means GQ Wrestling Podcast listeners, thank you for getting us to a point where you are listening so much and getting views enough that we potentially could be doing this long term and be able to have an out someday in the world. What a thought!
Might actually get sponsors.
That's so
someday.
nice.
That'd be fantastic.
Let's go for Blue Chew.
Dude,
Blue Chew!
best thing is they send samples.
You want a sample?
I don't need a sample.
Neither
I'm
do
just
I.
saying.
Who says the name? Never
Gives me such hard.
It's really hard. By the way, this week's episode is sponsored by FTR and the American Heart Association for Fight Like an 8-Year-Old Girl with the FTR.
Not actually sponsored. He's just saying.
No, it's true. No, I'm a massive sponsor for the FTR with their whole shirt campaign they did for
Got the Crown Jewel
Bullet
Chase
Club.
Owens Bullet Club shirt on this evening.
You know, we always like to represent our favorite wrestling shirts that we have. With that being said, you know, we went straight into stuff last week. No time to usually talk about what we normally do in life. We'll talk a little bit, but obviously we got a lot to cover, a lot of things to do, a lot of things to say. And honestly, it's great to hear that we're doing things that making you auditorial and visual listeners want to listen to us and watch us on a weekly basis. So thank you very, very much. Appreciate it. How was your week? I saw you on Sunday.
Yeah.
Saw you twice.
Yeah.
I ate tater tots at your house.
Yeah. I played disco.
My elbow still hurts.
Fucking pussy. It's been interesting. Played disc golf on Sunday. Just trying to survive, trying to keep Andy as comfortable as humanly possible.
She just had her surgery.
Couple weeks. As of today, it's been 2 weeks.
That's crazy.
Elizabeth came over last night and hung out.
Oh, that's cool.
Andy,
No Jamothy?
who the fuck's gonna stay home with the kids?
Bring him over.
They were already in bed.
Oh, what time was it?
Like
late?
It was like 8 o'clock.
Oh, for them that's late for everybody.
Yeah, she came over after she put him to bed. She met with the in-home physical therapy people today.
Ah, yes.
So that starts on Friday.
Yes.
She is gonna love fucking life after that, I'll tell you what.
Physical therapy sucks anyway. Coming from a person who's had it, you've had it. It's not fun.
Yeah, no.
It's the worst.
But
it is.
This lady was at our house for like an hour today, and I guess she's super fucking cool. So
that's a benefit.
Yeah,
it's a benefit.
Yeah, you've had a rough week.
It's been a rough week.
Yeah,
a lot of crying, a lot of tormental,
a lot of downs, no ups, just fucking downs.
I think the only thing that was good this past week was, obviously I got to hang out with my best friend, James Neely. Got to hang out, watch some UFC fights this past weekend.
Your better blacker half.
My blacker half, love him to death. And then Sunday we got to play disc golf with the OG4. It's kind of nice to have all four of us on the course together.
The Hulk.
It was great to see the Hulk throw it 700 feet.
Jawohl.
And almost hit a tree because he was so angry. God bless. And then this week, I got to hang out with the kids. Actually, yesterday I got to pick them up from school. And
nice.
And then take them to the park. We were at the park for like an hour and a half. And then Hazel, promptly at 5:30 last night, passed out. And I mean passed out. I literally mean I sat in that leather chair over there, and she sat right next to me here, and literally sounded.
And that was it.
And I was like,
done.
Oh my God. And so I tried to wake her up several different times. No. And then she started sweating profusely, and I went, oh, she's tired and she's hot, and it's a leather chair. So I picked her lifeless body up, and I put her in her bed, got her ready for bed, and not even try to wake up. Not even like any bit of like, oh, it's a deal. No. Gonzo. And didn't wake up in the middle of the night. Didn't come in my room. Didn't do anything. That little girl slept for 13 and a half hours.
Fuck.
I then picked her up out of her bed this morning, put her on this couch, still dead to the world. And then I went, Hazel. And she goes, oh, sorry, I fell asleep. What? Are we going to bed?
Yes.
Honey. And Austin goes, what? Hazel, you died. And I said, Haze, baby.
Time for school.
I said, Hazy, baby, it's 6:30 in the morning.
Oh my God.
And she goes, oh.
That's fantastic.
She slept hard. I mean, she's going to grow real quick. The cream always rises to the top.
Yeah. And she lost a tooth this week.
And lost her first tooth. Yeah. In the middle. Yeah. So that was just my week. I'm the best highlight of the week is getting to be able to do the podcast and having a lot of fun and jamoking and doing dumb stuff. Ow. Currently on the television is Dynamite or Dinamite, FTR versus Pepperoni Nipples and Paper Skin Man. If you've been listening or watching the podcast for a long time, you know. And if you haven't, Claudio Castagnoli, he's Pepperoni Nipples, and Paper Skin Man is John Moxley because
he bleeds.
He bleeds all the
time. He's a bleeder.
He's a gusher. I'm pretty sure William Express is not bleeding right now. Anywho,
Cash Wheeler just threw a drop kick.
Good for him. At least he's not holding out a gun.
Anyway,
too soon. Anyways, so this past week of wrestling, great, amazing. Actually, yeah. Friday night was awesome. Friday night was pretty decent for the last Friday before.
SmackDown was mid.
It was decent. It's really funny. I read a report about Friday. We'll zoom to the end of it because there was a couple things that happened, but it's fine. It was just solidifying some spots for the Elimination Chamber. But the end of the night, we had our tribal chief with the L.
The L.
But we had our tribal chief come out with Paul and Solo and Jim. The bloodline coming out. Evidently, Rock's promo was not supposed to happen. What was supposed to happen was our should-be Hall of Fame inductee in Philadelphia, Paul Heyman, was supposed to lay up everything about The Rock. Let him talk him, schmooze him, make him be the best heel you possibly could. And then Rock, give me the mic, and took over.
Yeah, I have a feeling that this is not. I think there's a battle backstage going on right now with
100%.
Paul and Dwayne, and it's not gonna. I think The Rock is going to be incredibly disappointed.
I think it's funny. I saw it was another YouTuber saying, "Is this the end of the Paul Levesque era because of Dwayne being on TKO's board of directors, and he's now fully advanced with WWE, and maybe Dwayne is trying to show power over Paul, saying, you know what, hey, you are head of creative, head of COO of everything, but." I'm on the board of directors and I get the final say. And I have a feeling it's going to be two power egos battling each other in technically two different companies under one brand.
Well, I think
that was amazing.
Got his knees up. I think that Nick Khan needs to be like, look, I understand you're on the board,
right?
But this is my show. If you don't like it, you don't have to be on the screen.
Right, and he doesn't have to be on the screen because he's still The Rock. But I will say it was pretty electrifying having heel Rocky back with the Versace vest.
Oh, Sting and Darby with an important message for the Young Bucks tonight.
Telling them that they're going to lose to the Young Bucks at Full Gear?
Probably.
Or Evolution, Revolution, whatever pay-per-view it is.
Probably.
Probably. Anyway.
Maybe.
I love that he mocked the crowd with all their 50 wives and how big and husky they are.
Oh, yeah.
He went all Mormon on that whole crowd.
That was a straight 1999 Rock promo.
That was like prime right after Nation of Domination, making a name for himself with the Rudy Tooty Candy Ass, everything under the sun.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's why he brought the Versace. That's why he brought it out. That's why he made him look the way he looked. He had the sunglasses. I was hoping he'd have like a toupee to make him look like 90.
With this eraser haircut. God.
Tell me that wouldn't be funny. That he went. Tell me that
Sharpie.
I gotta get those lines in real quick.
Spray paint.
I'm assuming you noticed it like I did when Rock's doing his promo about going into WrestleMania and how guys gonna finish the story. And the real person that's gonna be at WrestleMania is the loser, and pointed at Roman Reigns.
It wasn't a point, it was his hand.
Hand pointing in the direction. Do you believe he was directing a message coincidentally at the tribal chief?
It's a possibility. And then when they did the whole finger point at the end, he put it was an L. And it's like,
L for love.
Right.
I don't know.
L for Leaki.
Ooh. Oh my. Oh my. Speaking of, L for love and everything, all the wrestlers just showed up in Perth today.
I did see that.
Can you imagine being on that plane? They did not fly private.
No.
That was a coach flight.
Oh, yeah.
To Australia. So the first people I saw come off the plane, it was Undertaker, Randy Orton,
Paul and Bobby Lashley.
Yeah. Being us. Imagine if we're going on a plane like, it's going to be a long flight, and then you're, the guy that was next to Paul, you knew that guy had no clue who he was.
Time limit finish. Time limit draw.
You know what's getting really annoying on AEW? That.
Everything. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
You're not wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But that's annoying. That's 2 weeks in a row that they had a time limit.
Yeah, but you know they're just gonna beat the piss out of each other. And oh my God, we've got another match for Revolution.
Oh no! There they go! They're fighting! Ah!
Oh my God, I didn't even have time to print the receipt.
That was quick. You didn't have to kill a tree.
No.
No death to those trees. So does that? Oh my gosh!
Was that the Butcher?
That
and
was
the Blade?
Butcher. I thought they were out of AEW.
No, they're. Well, he
No,
might be.
the Blade's gone.
God, he's huge.
Blade's gone. Butch is still there. Holy crap! You just like it because
Look at him. He's huge.
He's not wearing a shirt.
Who's in the camp?
Oh,
Paper Skin Man.
Who are all these people? Who's the guy in the hood? Who's the guy in the beanie? That referee is choking a man.
I don't know. But there's Chris Daniels.
Christopher Daniels with double two eye Daniels. What is going on? I'm sorry. Sorry for the derailment.
So I think Butcher might be a producer.
Who is over in the sweatsuit that's wearing camo? Do you see the camo sweatsuit guy?
Pretty sure that's Jerry Lynn.
In the sweatsuit?
I think so. I think he shaved his head.
That would... What? Okay. I'm sorry. People of YouTube, you don't see what we're seeing. That is Jerry Lynn. Holy shit.
Told you.
You just knew him by the side of his head?
It was the goatee.
Wow. To be fair, I shaved my head because it's starting to look bad too, so I understand. Anyways.
Christopher Daniels, knock it off. Right now.
Stop.
You're done. Anyways.
Why is that guy on the screen?
It's your boy!
He's wearing a shirt. He's wearing a shirt with his face on his shirt.
He's wearing his own merch.
He's an inception of his own character. He's wearing Taylor Swift bracelets. He is. Do you see that? Oh my god. Anyways, I'm so annoyed right now. I got it. I don't get it. He's wearing the... Okay, shut up, Justin. It's not even worth it at this point.
Look at him.
I can't.
Look at his glasses. Oh, it's the trainer. What's the trainer going to say?
Why is medical even there? I don't get it. Anywho, there's just too much to even discuss, and we're bugged about this stupid crap. So, we have a lot from, Monday night. We got to see a surprise, really.
Return.
No one saw it coming. There was a women's battle royale for the final spot. We're gonna hear from FT. They just had a match. Anyways, surprise entrance into the women's battle royale for the final spot, and it was Raquel Rodriguez. It was great to see Raquel. Now, you could tell she hadn't wrestled in a while.
That's because she was hurt. She
probably
hadn't.
She had not toned up. Yeah.
Give it a minute or two.
That's fair. I thought it was a really decent battle royale. I won't lie. It was pretty good. Then they had the stereotypical at the end of the whole thing. All the women came out and beat each other up too. And that was really weird. It was not planned well. You could tell that. I love that they kicked off Monday Night Raw with Drew and Cody. I did. I loved it. Did you like it?
Well, I honestly, I really enjoy the fact now that they have slowly been microwaving Drew McIntyre. They're heating him up a little bit at a time.
You noticed that too.
A little bit at a time.
Mm-hmm.
And then on Saturday, the timer on the microwave is going to go off.
So you're claiming your winner right now?
Not right now.
You're not putting your hand on the button.
Not right now.
Saying that that's the winner.
Not right now.
Okay. You'll wait. Wait till the end.
Let's say we got to talk about it.
We got a time.
So yeah, I have a lot to talk about fucking Elimination Chamber.
Okay, that's its whole segment at the very end anyway.
So
I thought I really liked the match. I really did. Actually, I think it was a phenomenally great match. I think it's funny that Bloodline got involved again.
oh yeah, that's another thing that I wanted to talk about.
I don't understand. Honestly, I don't. I don't understand why every time Cody wrestles, Bloodline gets involved. I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense.
Well,
to
how
me.
about Jimmy inserting himself in the Intercontinental match?
It really bothered me. It did. Did you read the reports
about how Jay was supposed to win the belt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling that was off script at the end.
Yeah.
Here's my thing. Do you think
it's a good way to set up Jay versus Jimmy at Mania?
That's dumb, though. That's so dumb.
I agree.
It's the dumbest thing because that right there, I would have had a check a receipt because that right there would have proved my theory that Gunther goes on and faces Seth at Mania.
But he's not.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
No.
Because honestly, I thought that was going to happen. I really thought that Jay was going to win, get the title. Is that Chuck Taylor?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought Jay was going to get the title and win, and it would have been amazing and done. And then you get Jimmy getting involved. Holy God, pile driver.
Spike pile driver.
And literally having the part of ruining the match because you can tell by Jay's face, Gunther's face, and the referee's face that wasn't supposed to happen.
No, he was, yeah.
Like you could tell.
Jay was flabbergasted.
Ooh, good word. Where is he at? Oh, that's
Rev Pro.
Oh, was he there to see William Ospreay?
No, I think he was there to call somebody out.
I know Will Ospreay was there at Rev Pro this past week.
Yeah. It was one of his last matches over there, I think.
He literally went across the pond to do that and then back over? Weird.
Well, they went to a soccer game. And,
Wembley for promo for next year.
Well, that too.
You could tell that everybody in that match was completely thrown off.
Yeah.
Even if you listen to Pat and to Michael, there was no talking. There was no commentary.
Right.
It was
they were just as confused as everybody else.
And
it doesn't make sense. Like, I understand that. And literally what this all boils down to is The Rock being back. Because he's trying to insert himself into the creative process and it's not fucking working.
And contrary to popular belief, there was a lot of word on Twitter, on social media, on everywhere that they're thinking about pulling Paul out of retirement to do a match. That's not happening.
No, not at all.
That's like that. People, that's not happening. No. He has a pacemaker.
Yep.
He's not getting back in the ring. He's not ever. The only time you'll see him in a ring is to stand there and talk to the people. That's it.
I mean, there might be like a face-to-face with him and Dwayne.
Well, like they did the backstage segment a couple weeks ago. At their showdown in Vegas.
Yeah.
That he said, fix this shit, fix it, get it done, or I will fix it for you. And they did the little face-to-face. But that's it.
Yeah,
I don't see.
It's not going any further.
All Paul will do, literally, is go, try my hand. We will make your life a living hell. We will make sure that if you insert your plans into my plans, I will win.
Well, and I think the other thing, too, is Brian Gewirtz is back. And he works essentially solely for The Rock.
Yeah.
So I think that with Dwayne being back, he has literally upset the balance of the creative room in WWE, and the fact that we saw it. We saw it on Monday.
Yeah, 100%.
That he's just yeah, I don't know.
It's gotten you flustered.
Yeah.
And not in a good way.
No,
In a bad way.
bad way.
Like enough that we as fans
See it.
taste it, touch it, all the things really, because again, a lot of people wanted to see Rock Roman, and they did. There was a lot of people that wanted to see Rock Roman, but then when you have to change up your plans because of Punk getting hurt, and you add Cody back into the mix, it does change up a lot of things, and you have to, in this industry that we watch, it's a roll with the punches kind of thing. You have to literally roll with the punches, like Shotzi.
Yep.
For example, Shotzi, she was finally healthy, finally getting back into being Shotzi again, and then tears her ACL.
Yep.
And then, well, it wasn't live on NXT, it was pre-recorded, but you had to, on the fly, get another person in the ring.
Yep.
You're going to have a match.
Make the adjustment. Card subject to change.
Exactly. Anything can happen. We've seen it happen many a times. This time, I don't think they were ready for Punk to get hurt. I think they based every single plan for the next 4 months solely on Punk being healthy and going after Cody, and Rock going after Roman. You disagree, agree, what have you.
I mean, that's all well and good, but Cody, well, I guess no, because Cody wasn't supposed to win that match.
Nope, he wasn't. Punk was supposed to.
But the other thing that I have learned about WWE Creative is there's not just plan A. There's plan B, C, D, E, all the way down the line.
Right.
And obviously in this situation, plan B was probably best case scenario, but
anything can happen. But with that being said, auditorial listeners, we'll be right back.
Come on.
Fuck Duke.
Or Villanova.
Stop that crap. Ah, God, I hate Duke. Don't say.
Or Villanova.
That's fine. Villanova.
Temple.
The Owls of fucking Temple.
What year was that they made it like all the way to the Elite Eight, I think?
Yeah, there's a team recently.
And then they played Duke and got stomped.
It was when you play those power. Like there's that one team, I think it was George Mason University, made it to the Final Four.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
16 seed.
And probably got stomped like down the line.
Yeah.
Welcome back, auditorial listeners. And
Willkommen! Jawohl? I don't know, dude.
Are you okay?
I'm so fucking tired.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm great.
Okay.
Really great.
Here's that question I've been wanting to ask you all week. So, you don't realize, so I do a lot of behind the scenes and I do a lot of research and I build up these questions for him.
He does.
It's a lot of fun for me.
He likes to tee me up.
It's so great.
He likes to pick
and I hold on to it all week long. I even saw him on Sunday and I wanted to pick the brain, but I just couldn't do it. I wanted to hold this one. So people,
do you have the answers to this question?
It's not a question. It's a statement, and I want you to go off of it.
Oh, God damn it. Hey, it's your cousin from Boston.
Your cousin from Boston. If you want to get swept up in the emotion and the stories that professional wrestling can provide, there isn't a shadow of a doubt that Eddie Kingston is far better than Roman Reigns.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me. Maybe you missed it. I'll say it again.
No, I got
If
it.
you want to get swept up in the emotion and the stories that professional wrestling can provide, there isn't a shadow of a doubt that Eddie Kingston is far better than Roman Reigns.
So, speaking strictly from the aspect of story, we're not talking in-ring talent.
Nope,
we're not
we're
talking talent
just
on the mic.
story.
Nothing. I would agree.
Okay.
Strictly story.
Are you enunciating for purpose?
Because Eddie Kingston's story
Okay.
is better. However, that does not
Okay. Keep going.
make him more marketable.
Okay.
That does not make him better in any other measurable way in the professional wrestling business. You are looking at one facet of the whole sphere of these two that we are comparing.
Okay.
Eddie Kingston's sphere is about this fucking big.
So, oh yeah,
This big.
Yeah, zoom in on that
Eddie
camera.
Kingston, this big. Now, in the sphere of all-encompassing things,
Okay.
Roman Reigns' all-encompassing business is about the size of your dome, comparatively. Look at the size of that fucking melon. Look at it.
It's huge
Compared to this.
Huge.
And here's another thing that might shock you. I respect the struggle and the hardship and how hard he busted his ass to get where he is. And that's all part of the story.
Right. No.
So
right.
In this one aspect,
only one,
being story,
I
will give Eddie Kingston his flowers.
But if you're talking,
that is not a comparison.
No.
That would be like comparing Chad Gable's story to Ricky Stark's story. This big versus that big.
I agree. I just wanted to see your blood boil a little bit.
My blood's not really boiling. If you want to talk about shit story, we can talk about shit story. Because the shit story ends next Sunday between Darby Allin and Sting and the Bucks. There are so many plot holes in the story of the Young Bucks versus Sting and Darby that you could drive a fucking semi through it.
I have a question about that match.
The Young Bucks are going to win.
Well, duh.
What's your question?
So it's funny about that. It's more of a statement. Because Sting sent an invite to his friends and colleagues over the years. And he really wanted one person in particular, actually two people, but one has passed on from now. One person in particular he wanted in the audience.
And he can't.
And that
Jesus
man...
Christ, my legs are white. Anyway.
Can you be more white?
I can be you.
It's fine. It's fine. I don't have feelings.
Oh my God, it's Jake Hager!
Wow.
Coming to the aid of freshly squeezed. We're going to have freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy and ruby red Jake Hager.
Ruby red. Oh my God, he is red. Dear Lord, where's he been? Dead somewhere.
Look at him. He looks good.
He does look good. So,
and he looks kind of like a bigger, beefier Orange Cassidy there. Anyway.
Maybe it's kind of like the Miz and Alex Riley.
Is Hager Alex Riley in this situation?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Anyways, back to your.
Yeah. No. Don't you think it's a little bit of a crock of shit that WWE will not let him, meaning Kevin Nash, be in the arena, be in the vicinity, be in anywhere near Sting for it because of his ties to WWE, and he cannot go and visit
because he has a Legends contract.
I am aware.
He can't.
I'm aware. I get that, but also Sting is in the WWE Hall of Fame.
He probably asked the wrong person.
But so, Anyway,
granted, like I said, he probably asked the wrong person because he probably did not ask Paul.
Who do you think he asked?
I don't know.
I think it's funny
because I guarantee you that he didn't ask Paul, because if he had asked Paul as Nash's friend,
yeah,
and someone who has a respect for the overall overarching, overreaching everything.
Flair?
No.
Who was that?
It was Flair. Paul respects the history of the business.
I agree. I believe he does too.
And I think that he would have let Nash go strictly because he understands the friendship between Kevin Nash and Steve Borden.
And it's really sad to see, because even Kevin said in a quote, I can't even be near that arena.
Yeah, no, he can't. No.
He can't even go backstage, because if somebody sees him...
I mean, what's the worst that's going to happen if he shows up?
Nothing, because he doesn't do anything anywhere at the WWE.
Right. I mean, what are they going to do? Cut his Legends contract?
I think he's going to be okay.
Yeah. I mean,
he tours around all the time. He still signs autographs. He still does appearances. Shoot, he was just here, JCD and Hobby.
And he's making good money from Click This. So Legend, he's probably not making a bunch of money off that Legends contract.
I just think it's sad.
I agree.
Because we've talked so many times that we're all wrestling fans in the long run, and who cares about the promotional things about it? It's Sting's last match. It's like when Muda's last match. Look who all was at. Actually, who died? Who was it? Japanese. That Shinsuke left, and it was a non.
Oh. It wasn't Antonio Inoki.
Yes, it was.
Was it?
Yes. They let them go out, and it was a non-WWE thing, and they let him fight overseas at that promotion for that reason.
I think this is because it's the competition.
Pettiness aside, Lord, get your panties out of your fucking vagina and just let them be there, because it's in the long run. All these people are friends.
I agree, and have been.
Even if they're in two different things.
Right.
Oh, I know what you're doing.
He
had to go tinkle. Just saying. Anywho, for the auditorial, you'll still listen to me. But then, the YouTube people, you just see a one lonely man on a couch. Totally fine. Makes sense. Also, this is a perfect time to talk about it. We have 4 shirts that'll be coming out in the near future.
We do?
4 shirts. GQ, a wrestling podcast shirt, just one thing there.
Just a big logo.
Just a giant logo. Well, not giant, just a nice, good looking logo. We also will have a Who Needs Pants shirt. This man needs pants.
Yeah.
We also will have what is it? It's Go home, take a nap, drink some milk. Which
Let's go!
We all know. Sometimes we just gotta go home. to take a nap and drink some milk. And then our fourth and final shirt is Garrett's all-time favorite one. He's laughing from back there. I don't know if anybody can hear it, but it was just a hee. Do you want to say your favorite shirt?
Is it the I came for the boobs and butts and stayed for the wrestling?
Yeah.
Yes!
Our fourth and final shirt in the production line of being able to get a GQ Wrestling Podcast shirt. It's just the smallest things in life.
Yeah.
I think it's dumb. It should happen.
I agree.
Let it be it. Do you believe this headline?
No.
Randy Orton should dethrone Seth Rollins at WrestleMania.
Do I believe it? Do I agree with that?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Will it happen?
No.
So then,
Because he's on SmackDown.
it doesn't matter. Anything can happen. It's WrestleMania. Because if you really think about it, it is a WrestleMania 31 rematch.
Jesus, Rick is looking rough.
He's old. Look at those earlobes. They're huge.
Don't touch Renee with your liver spotted hands.
Whoa. Whoa.
Be the machine.
Whoa. I think it's the EVPs.
Matthew
And
Nicholas. He got rid of the mustache.
Well,
He's got a goatee and the other one's got a handlebar mustache. I'm going to tell you right now, Flair turns on Sting at Revolution.
Well, right, you see
Just
it.
saying.
You see it right
Just
there.
saying.
Just
saying.
saying. Just saying. I also have a couple other things that I want to throw at you.
What's Tony Schiavone got to say?
It's probably about Sting and Darby.
The one and only, ladies and gentlemen, stand up for Daniel Garcia!
Nope, I'm out. Cool. Yeah, I thought it was something.
You're not in for the so stupid.
So
stupid.
I briefly mentioned this, but we all know WrestleMania is in Philadelphia.
It's coming.
It
They
is.
haven't even announced any Hall of Famers. It's starting to piss me off.
Well, that's speaking of the Hall of Fame. Paul Heyman should be inducted in the Hall of Fame in Philadelphia.
I agree. 100%.
Like, he should be one of the co-headliners as a person in Philadelphia with all of the, you speak about ECW like it's nobody's business. But why not be in the hometown of ECW? Why not be in that crowd where literally if you put Paul in the center and they get the ECW.
Oh, yeah.
ECW,
The dust is going to be falling off the rafters.
I'm just saying.
They're gonna shake that building.
If they announce him for the Hall of Fame,
Right.
which rightfully so, do it in Philly.
Well, yeah.
Would you agree?
Yeah.
That's how it should be.
It should be. This class should be all ECW originals.
Well,
Paul Heyman.
RVD's already in.
Paul Heyman,
So Paul,
Tommy Dreamer,
Tommy Dreamer,
Sabu,
Sabu,
Sandman,
Sandman,
Raven,
Raven.
and
Where is Raven?
and the Blue World Order.
Why?
Because it was one of the greatest parody stables of all time. Stevie Richards, the Blue Meanie, and Nova.
Are you down by ECW?
No,
Are you done about it?
Francine needs to be there too. She is also suing WWE
So she won't be there.
because the 2K24 is coming out.
Yes, it is.
And,
Excited. It looks good.
And there is someone in the game
Somebody's in the game that
whose moniker is the Queen of Hardcore. Francine has had trademark rights to the name Queen of Hardcore for like probably 25 years.
So who's?
I don't know.
Oh, it's kind of like Randy's lawsuit a couple years ago with 2K for his tattoos on his body, and he sued on the rights for his tattoo artist to get credit and everything.
She sued for a
content fee or something
it
like
was
that.
likeness and imaging.
Yes, like the NCAA people.
And he sided with her.
And rightfully so.
Yeah.
Rightfully so. Also, picking your brain a little bit more, per Fightful Select, which I like Fightful Select, Usually pretty spot on. Ace Steel
Now works for TNA.
told WWE
Mhm.
that he wants CM Punk on commentary while he's injured.
Well, want in one hand and shit in the other, pal, and see which one fills up faster.
So you don't agree?
No.
You don't want to Bill Phil?
No.
But we could relive. But we
No.
could relive
I want
this.
you to do
No!
commentary. Can I wear your blazer? You can even wear my blazer. I'm in.
We could
You
relive.
can't even wear my blazer.
We can relive the famous moment where literally nobody was working for WWE that week.
Can I do commentary? Yeah, you can do commentary.
Can I wear your blazer? You can even wear my blazer.
I'm in.
We can relive that amazing moment.
No.
Why not?
No.
He could do commentary with Michael Cole and Pat McAfee.
Can Pat McAfee punt him in the arm?
Wow, you're gonna side with Pat McAfee on something?
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's how much I
Whoa.
don't like CM Punk.
So you're Oh, I forgot wifey's there now.
Nick Wayne's mom.
I know, that's why I said wifey. Your distaste for Pat McAfee is high.
Mhm.
And you're gonna say that you would rather see Pat McAfee be on commentary with another guy you don't like, Michael Cole, over Phil?
It's not that I don't like Michael Cole. I am indifferent towards Michael Cole.
It's good to see
But-
Luchasaurus.
To answer your question, yes.
You want Phil on commentary.
No.
That's it. You heard it here. That man wants Phil on
Don't you
commentary.
fucking put words
And
in my
it's
mouth.
all
I'm
clipped.
gonna put
clipped.
foot in mouth.
Clipped.
What I said
Clipped.
was
Clipped. Done and done. I will put that out there forever.
rather have
Oh, I can't wait.
Pat
It's gonna be
McAfee
great.
on commentary and not CM Punk.
I don't know where we heard. I
never
saw,
once did I say.
I saw.
Never
Oh,
once.
I don't know. I think I heard.
Never once.
Oh,
Listen,
I
we're
don't know.
gonna do the State Farm fucking replay of the week or some whatever the fuck that is. I did not
I don't know.
ever
Humanoids.
say
Humanoids.
this lying motherfucker. I'm gonna smack him. I'm gonna smack him.
Humanoids out there will
This
side.
video is gonna get taken down due to violence.
Humanoids out there will literally go, you know what? I think Justin was right. That he heard Garrett say he'd rather have two Bill Phil.
Do you hear in Spanish as well?
I laugh in Spanish.
Because never once did I say no.
Oh,
I would rather listen to Michael Cole and Pat McAfee for 3 hours
I love it so much.
than listen to 5 Bill Phil for 2 minutes with a microphone in the ring.
Whew, that was too. My God, that
The
was
amount of distaste that I have.
that was amazing. Okay,
What if I kicked you in the knee right now? Would that be amazing?
which one?
The one that hurts all the time.
Both. Then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fucking
so-
shotgun drop kick to the knees.
So, question for you.
I'm in for that. I don't know about you.
I'm not gonna get kicked in the knees. I'm not. So, in the last several, decades, we have WrestleMania. This is the first one without Vince McMahon. I will say that. Just a non sequitur. It is the very first WrestleMania without Vince McMahon.
Shaping up to be a pretty decent one.
Looking like it so far. But can you name?
No.
In the last several decades of WrestleMania, we've had repeat matches with the same people in back-to-back years. Can you name the most notable ones in the past, I would say, 2 decades?
Rock Cena,
Rock Cena is one of them. Back-to-back years.
Roman and Lesnar.
Roman and Lesnar is not on my list. It was not back-to-back years.
Are we talking main events?
Main events. Yeah, there's as soon as I saw the slide, I went, you know what? That's correct. I remember those.
Oh God.
Just in the last, maybe in the last 15, probably 15 years. Yeah, last 15 years. So obviously you got Rock and Cena. That was easy. We knew that one. That was off the top. Boom, done. Easy.
Is another one of them with Cena?
No, actually, it's actually the guy that's always WrestleMania involves him.
Undertaker?
Mm-hmm. Was Undertaker.
Oh, Undertaker and Shawn?
Undertaker and Shawn is one of them.
And so then another one would have to be Undertaker and Hunter.
Undertaker and Hunter. And then the most recent.
Undertaker and Lesnar?
No more Undertaker. Most recent. That just happened this year. Main event again.
Oh, Cody and Roman.
So think about that. So does that say good job for creative, or also it's easy?
I mean, but you also have to look at the star power that they have at the top right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the star power that's at the top right now has been at the top
Right.
for 10 years, just say.
Fair. Because, when we think of when you think of, WrestleManias and you think of the top tier talent that we have, we even said last week that currently WWE has so much top tier talent.
Yeah.
That it's ridiculous that they have so many people, but not enough show to handle them.
Yeah, not enough show to actually make any kind of, God forbid, new content. Right. I think Daniel Garcia is going to beat Christian Cage.
Possibly. I'm okay with it. I think another thing that's pretty funny, and I asked you this on Sunday, and you had a very particular feeling about it. Should the WWE rename Braun Breaker to Braun Steiner?
No.
But the lineage that he has.
Everybody knows who his dad and who his uncle are.
Who are they?
Nobody. We don't need the rebranding of Braun Breaker.
I'm telling you, they do it all the time.
His name is just fine the way it is. It's recognizable. People know him as Braun Breaker. Then go fucking with the name, and it
then rename Gunter back to Walter. Then, if you can change what's his face's name back to his old lineage name that he built in NXT and in NXT UK, you might as well change Gunter back to Walter.
But see, he was Walter before he came in. So I think there may have been some sort of.
But he was Walter. But he was Walter in NXT UK, and he was Walter in NXT. The only time they changed him to Gunter is when he moved up to the main roster, and Vince said, "You know what? Let's change his name."
And there's the caveat.
I know. I'm over this shtick, by the way.
I don't think they're going to change it. I don't think they should.
I don't get me wrong. I completely agree with you that they should not change it. But also, here we are. You had any questions for me? Because you said you had something.
I did, but we already talked about it.
What was it?
It was about the Young Bucks.
I completely agree with you. I think the Young Bucks in the long run. She's gonna die.
So realistically, the only other thing that I have about the Young Bucks is.
Do you hate that they're not using the Young Bucks anymore, and they're just called the EVPs?
Well, so instead of doing that, why not just change it to the Bucks? Because now
it's a trademark.
We're starting.
It's a trademark thing. I do know that.
We're starting to see more, I guess, maturity, maybe?
I think it's forced maturity.
Them?
I think it's forcible maturity.
I think it is too, because they had to essentially.
They had to grow up.
They had to be the leaders that they were supposed to be in this company, and when they decided to do like I said that they should do and lean into the CM Punk bullshit, They're and everybody's bitching about, oh, they turned them heel, they turned them heel. When were they baby faces? The Young Bucks
During the FTR thing, they were a little bit.
The Young Bucks were never baby faces.
At one point,
They were the
I think they were
the
more
cool heels.
Yeah, the cool heels. I don't think they were full-fledged heels. The Bucks thing is because of the Milwaukee Bucks. They own the trademark to it, so that's one reason there. Two,
they were never baby faces.
No. And then two, I think in this term of EVPs and the Young Bucks, they have a new shirt at Pro Wrestling Tees. It's literally called EVPs, and it's them and their silhouettes standing in front of EVPs. It's actually a pretty dope shirt. I wouldn't buy it. It's not my thing, but I think they're embracing the hate, and I think they had to grow up maturity-wise to run a company. Because, if you look at the operations of when it was all started, obviously Cody, Hangman, Bucks, and Chris and Kenny. And, Cody was the day-to-day. He was that guy. He ran the business. Hangman, also kind of the second guy. Jericho with the wiseness of all the years with them. Kenny with the outside expertise of being, globally renowned. And Young Bucks, they were, I'm not discounting the Young Bucks. They're smart. They're great people. They know what they're doing. But they also had the smallest business mindset.
Well, they had the they had the smallest responsibility tier, realistically,
Right.
when it came to being EVPs in the early onset of.
Right. So now they are the people, because Hangman has pretty much said he's going to wrestle. Kenny is out. Cody's gone.
Yeah.
And Jericho, I think he's starting to plan for the rest of his career. He's doing everything else. He's just, he's not on TV as much.
Yeah, I think he's winding down.
I think he's winding down. For the auditorial listeners, we'll be right back. Welcome back to the last segment of GQ Wrestling Podcast. I got one more question to throw at Garrett real quick, and then we're going to break down Elimination Chamber. There's a lot to go through, but I have one thing. Who in Elimination Chamber history has the most appearances in the Elimination Chamber? Now, the Elimination Chamber has been around, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, since 2006 at New Year's Revolution, before it was its own pay-per-view.
I want to say it's Kane.
You would be incorrect. I was kind of surprised to see.
Still active?
Not in WWE. But yes, still active.
So, Edge.
Not Edge. It was a name that I would not have thought. Most cumulative eliminations in.
Was it Paul White?
Not Paul White. I would have thought Paul White was in there too. He was in a lot as well. But not that guy.
Jericho.
Chris Jericho.
He invented this match?
Yes. But he was in the elimination, according to, this is from WWE, actually. 10 times.
Mm-hmm.
10 times in the Elimination Chamber.
That sounds about right.
Do you know who's at second? He's in WWE, not active. At second.
Sean?
Not Sean.
Hunter.
Sean actually was not in a lot as he was in them, but he wasn't a ton of them. Hunter? Paul, yeah. At 7, and tied for third. There's 2 people tied for third. One is active, one is not.
Kane.
Not Kane. The other brother.
Undertaker.
Taker. And one more.
So the other one's active?
Active currently and wrestling in WWE.
The Miz.
Not The Miz. Actually, he's your former trainer. Randall. Huh. At 6. 6 times in the Elimination Chamber. So, Elimination Chamber from Perth, Australia is this Saturday. If you are in the United States, 4 a.m. Central, 5 a.m. Eastern, and then all the way in Hawaii, midnight. I will be watching live. I possibly might be doing a live stream to interact with fans. Possibly, I don't know yet. It's at 4 a.m. I will have my children. Austin has told me I better wake him up to watch the Elimination Chamber because this will be his first Elimination Chamber he's ever watched, and will remember.
Realistically, I think if you're gonna do it that way, I would wait and just start it from the beginning because that's how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna watch it while I'm at work.
Yeah, you're all working this weekend, and it's going to be on. It's going to be worth every minute because as of right now, looks like most of the card is complete.
Yep.
So we have, as of this moment, we have a tag team championship match of Pete Dunne,
The Catch Republic versus the Judgment Day.
Now, we are multiple options and views on this. There's only one option, I think, that is the true answer.
Judgment Day.
Well, I think Catch Republic should win.
I mean,
I think
you could think that, but I don't think that they're going to.
I don't think they will either. But in my opinion, here's where we're at. He still has Mr. Money. He's still Senor Money in the Bank. He has a chance to shock the world still and cash in a title. He needs to do it. What better time for him to lose his tag team title in Australia, start progressing the storyline to be able to be Senor Money in the Bank and cash in his title. More than likely, he'll be at WrestleMania. I don't think he'll do it in Perth.
Okay, so then if you put the belts on Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate, what next?
That's the thing. There's not a whole lot of storyline behind it, but you could still develop something. There might be the titles right now don't mean anything. I mean that nicely. Tag team titles right now mean absolute shit because split the titles up. This is the time. You split the titles up, put 2 tag team titles back out, one on SmackDown, one on Raw, and let them have more people have titles instead of it being a equal title thing. It just doesn't make any sense to me anymore.
I agree
because at the time it made sense. You know, they were on both shows. They were doing things. I think was the New Day that had them both.
Nope.
Or was it the Usos?
It was the Usos.
Okay,
the
so
Usos unified.
Okay, so it made sense with the Usos because of the bloodline. You know, I get it. They were over. That's what they were doing. And then, you know, Kevin and Sammy won. Cool. That's awesome too. She's dead.
She dropped her on her fucking head.
She's dead.
I think it probably knocked her.
She wasn't moving, dude.
I'm pretty sure it knocked her out.
Finish the match. Be done. Thank you.
Yeah.
Drop her. Let her go.
Let her go, you bitch. You dropped her on her fucking head.
Oh my god, that was... Deonna Purrazzo... She's not there.
Yeah, no, Madison's definitely not there.
Oh shit! You just saw somebody run.
Yeah, no, she 100% dropped her right on the top of her.
Oh,
head.
this is impromptu.
Yep.
This is definitely impromptu. Holy.
Yeah, that was not good. It was not good at all.
What you were seeing, Deonna Purrazzo quite literally just dropped
Madison Rayne right on her
on her head,
right on the crown of her head,
and she went limp.
Yeah.
And
pretty sure it knocked her the fuck out.
Right now,
the
medical ran up to the side of the ring to check on her. Referee stopped for a second, and I think she woke up. They put her in a quick ankle lock,
quick finish,
and she tapped out. And then she dropped again. And now there's several people, and they're not showing that side of the ring. You notice that?
Right.
They're literally putting everything on the opposite side. They're not letting anybody see. Oh my gosh, that was
bad.
That was not good. Wow. I just lost my train of thought. Oh, so anyways, back to tag team stuff. Is she just rubbing lipstick on her face?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. Okay, I like that split screen.
Yeah.
That was kind of cool. Anyways, I think this is the time to split up the tag titles. Obviously, it won't happen. More than likely, like we said, it's going to be Senor Money in the Bank and Finn winning
Yeah,
the tag team titles.
Yeah.
You agree?
Yeah.
I think there's going to be some shenanigans that happens with the Grayson Waller effect with Seth and Cody.
Yeah.
What kind of shenanigans do you think? What kind of shenanigans do you think could happen with Cody and Seth? Because I'll tell you mine.
I think Roman's
not going to be there.
Not supposed to be
there. They're not supposed to be there. Actually, there was a. Oh, Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. No, dude, she was out.
Oh.
She was out.
Why would you show the replay? Oh, anyways, sorry. Oh, that's sick. Anyways, Roman said to Paul, "I don't have to be there, right?" And Paul said, "No, my tribal chief. I will be there." So Paul Heyman will be there. More than likely, Solo will be there. Jimmy will be there. The bloodline members will be there. Dwayne will not be there. There's no need for Dwayne to be there. There's no need for Roman to be there. But Seth and Cody will be there on the Grayson Waller effect. They're going to interview. More than likely, there probably will be a bloodline.
I think Paul interrupts them, probably. That would be my guess.
You think so?
Yeah.
There will be some talks. Grayson Waller's lost his flame. I don't think he's hot anymore. I don't think he's pursuing anything anymore. I think it's fizzled hard. So there's that. Then we have the women's championship match of Rhea Ripley versus Nia Jax.
I mean, there's really not there's not a there's not even a debate. Rhea wins. This match is
she's at home.
It's a puff piece, yeah.
It's like you're watching your team in the World Series. You know they're gonna win.
Yeah.
They're at home. Can you imagine how loud that arena is gonna be when she comes out? This is my brutality.
Yeah. And
it's gonna echo. The house will explode. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah, Rhea wins easily. Then we have the Elimination Chamber matches. We have the men's with Kevin Owens, Bobby Lashley, Randy Orton, Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul, and LA Knight.
So
with all six.
I have a couple of thoughts on this match. First thought. This is where this is the jumping off point for the United States title match at WrestleMania between Logan Paul and LA Knight.
I think there will be some interactions in the I think they started off. I think LA Knight and Logan start.
I think it'll be KO
and Logan.
And
I think Logan starts. I think he's in the ring.
Honestly, I think it's probably going to be KO and Bobby Lashley starting.
I don't understand.
And then Logan Paul will come in third.
Don't get me wrong. I don't understand why Bobby Lashley's even in this match.
Filler.
He's literally a puff piece.
He's a filler.
He has no storyline with any of the guys. Any of them.
Well, neither does Randy.
Randy has more than anything else because he's been a part of the main event stuff. It's like where's AJ?
Right.
Now AJ's beefing with his own people too.
AJ should have been in this match instead of Lashley.
I completely agree. Bob, did you see the backstage interactions with AJ
with him and his machine gun Carl Anderson?
Gross. Is that what he's called?
In Japan.
Well, in Japan, not here.
Still machine gun.
They're still best friends.
Maybe.
Whoa.
I don't know. AJ's been on his period for 9.5 months.
Do you like this new version?
I do.
I
do.
You like heel AJ?
I do like the darker, angsty AJ Styles.
Have we seen this version of AJ?
Nope.
Ever?
Nope.
I never saw him
not
in
here.
Not in TNA.
Not here.
So over in Japan?
Mm-hmm.
Not TNA though.
Nope.
Huh. TNA, he was always the clean cut guy.
Yeah, he was he was essentially the poster boy.
What was his?
Poster boy.
What was his? What faction was he in?
Well, originally it was Fortune. It was him, Frankie Kazarian, and Beer Money,
Okay.
which was Bobby Roode and James Storm.
Which, by the way, great seeing him with long hair. I had not seen it in a long time. When we saw it at your house, holy crap, Bobby Roode with long hair. Weird.
Yeah.
Anyways, what other factions?
So Fortune was actually part of Immortal, which was a larger collective of Hogan, Bischoff,
Forgot Hogan.
Flair, Garrett Bischoff, Gunner, Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy. Yeah, it was just
There's a lot of people.
Yeah. It was a conglomerate.
Conglomerate. Like that. What is your other views? So you said this solidifies U.S. title. So U.S. title
Right.
shot, go.
And Drew McIntyre wins. Because like I said earlier, he's been in the microwave for about 2 months, heating up.
So the kernels are starting to pop a little bit. Like the whole bag's going to explode? Or just a couple of things?
I think he's going to come out of the Elimination Chamber as a full-blown heel.
Well,
Whereas right now, he's still kind of interacting with the fans a little bit. He's still giving fives and shit.
Now it's going to be over.
He comes out of the chamber as a full-blown heel.
Okay, so then that puts in... Let's see. So that puts Kevin and Lashley just being on the out.
And Randy.
I think Randy somehow gets into something again. I don't know what he's going to get into, but...
He may go back to Raw and challenge Gunther. And just be like, you know what? I'm done with the bloodline. I'm done chasing. I'm done whatever.
It's not bad.
He's going to look at Nick Aldis and be like, peace.
Yeah,
Going back to Raw.
I like that thought. I agree.
And realistically, Bobby Lashley is in a story with someone who's not in this match. He's not affiliated with this match whatsoever. So it'll be him and the other Street Profits against more than likely against Karrion Kross and AOP at WrestleMania Night 1.
I love seeing Paul. I love seeing all of them back.
Yeah, I'm really on board with the Final Testament.
That's a lot of beef.
Did Wardlow eat Wardlow?
I said this weeks ago.
God.
Tell me I was wrong because we can go back.
He looks bloated.
I said this weeks ago when he came back. I said he looks fat. He looks out of shape. He's got a gut again. And I'm like, what happened to toned out Wardlow?
He looks bloated.
Once that whole thing with him and MJF went out, it was...
Yeah, there's a lot of lack of definition.
Not in his traps. The traps are there, just not in the tummy area. Now, that's coming from a fat guy telling a buff guy.
Fat guy in a little
I also
cup.
find this ironic. We talked about it last... Well, I talked about it last week. Who's missing MJF? It's been weird. It's been a while. All of a sudden, I started seeing more artists or more podcasters talk about, it has been a while since we've seen MJF. It's actually been 2 months since we've seen Maxwell Jacob Friedman, and people were inquiring if they missed him. And I must be one of the only people that misses seeing that motherfucker. I do. I actually love Maxwell Jacob Friedman. Anyways, so now we go to the women's Elimination Chamber.
Yep.
We have Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Naomi, Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, and Tiffany Stratton. Out of that whole group, before Monday, I thought Becky wins. Before Monday, I thought it.
No, even before Monday. No.
You don't believe that? Before Monday, I thought it was going to be Becky.
Liv Morgan.
Really?
Yep.
Why?
I don't think Becky is going to be winning very much anymore.
Well, we've talked with Becky's whole thing. Her
She's-
book comes out.
She's done.
When does her book come out? Next month?
Mhm.
It's either next month or right around WrestleMania season. But she's going to start fading out again and do the mom stuff and do the back in Iowa stuff. Seth's going to take his time off when he loses at WrestleMania to whomever gets to challenge him for the title. There's a lot of things for Becky and for things. But after Monday, Raquel is your winner in the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, for sure.
And she will challenge Rhea for the women's title at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Now, here's my thing. Raquel won't win at WrestleMania. Hot take.
I think she does.
Nope. There's no way.
I think she does.
She's right. They're riding high with Rhea. It hasn't gone down. It hasn't fizzled out yet. I think right now, Raquel will face Rhea at WrestleMania and lose, and Rhea will retain. But there will be a mysterious challenger that comes up out of it. I don't know who. Somebody will return. Something will happen. But it will be somebody that can beat Rhea, and I don't think Raquel is the one that beats Rhea.
I don't know. I think Raquel wins the chamber, and I think Raquel wins the belt at WrestleMania. I am 100%. Yeah.
I'm willing to die on that hill.
It's a slow death.
Thank God. If it was a fast death, I wouldn't be able to to live in it for forever. So, with that being said,
I'm trying to look up.
What are you looking up?
Well, so, there's an event in Waterloo.
I saw. If it's the one I saw.
The Tragos and Thez Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm. I saw that.
I think
What the heck? Oh,
we could possibly.
We could
that.
possibly go?
I think we could.
The real
possibly
question is when is it? I don't remember.
the Hall of. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Because I would love to go. I would love to be able to do anything when it comes to that. And go from there. I completely agree with you. There was one other thing that I wanted to say, and I don't remember what it was now. Oh, there it is. Oh, no, never mind. That's fine. I can let that die.
Let what die?
Oh, it's nothing. It's actually completely off kilter of what we would even be discussing. There was the 310 to Yuma that I was talking about. No, there's a lot of things. There's another wrestling show coming up at the Clive Arena, Horizon Center.
Really?
I think it's a non-kid weekend actually for the first time. That's coming up. That has actually Ethan Page is going to be at it. It's another Revolver show, but I think Ethan Page is going to. They officially made the headline for Ethan Page to be at it. I figured you would want to go to that one because you actually love Ethan Page. Think he's a good wrestler. So if you find out about the Waterloo thing, you let me know. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of the podcast. I love that we're on YouTube now. I truly do. I love that this is on video now because it's a lot of fun for me. It's a lot of fun for you. And it's a lot more fun for people to actually see who the hell we are. This ugly face.
Yeah.
You have anything to say to our wonderful humanoids out there? No?
No.
Not at all?
Hello.
There it is. Whoa. That's a lot of beef.
Just on the one team.
Yeah. So with that being said, wonderful humanoids that listen to this podcast and or watch this podcast. Thank you for listening, watching, making it a fun point for us to be able to do this. Like we say, every week. No one asked for us to do this. But we're getting more comments. We're getting more activity. And in the long run, do I care if this ever gets big? No. But if it does, awesome. Because in the long run, in life, we want to be successful. We want to do things that we're proud of, and we want to create a lineage and to be able to prove that we did something with our lives. And this, being in our 30s and trying to start something different is hard, especially nowadays.
Right.
And with the content creating world that we're in, it is difficult to get your name out there. It is difficult to, start something new without getting discouraged and thinking, oh, this isn't going to work, blah, 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 blah. We love this. It is a small little operation, and sometime down the road, it could be a bigger operation, but we get there. I talk a lot. I do. But it is what it is. With that being said, you could follow us on all platforms, minus Facebook. It's Facebook. It is what it is. Right. You could follow both of us on Facebook. He's Garrett Galvin. I'm Justin Query. You can find us there.
I literally do nothing on Facebook.
I literally put our videos out there for people to see. That's all of my content, because my Facebook page is pretty much GQ Wrestling Podcast at this point. You can follow us on Instagram at GQ Wrestling Podcast. Again, Instagram, GQ Wrestling Podcast. You can follow us on TikTok, GQ Wrestling Pod, where you can watch all of our shenanigans and videos that we put out there on a weekly, daily basis. You can follow us on the YouTube, auditorial people. Please go on to YouTube, GQ Wrestling Podcast. If you would like help, please DM either one of us. We can send you the link. Not very difficult to do. Sometimes it is hard to find it out there, but actually now that we're getting more views, you can find us pretty quickly because we are the only people with GQ Wrestling Podcast out there. You can follow us on X, aka Twitter, at GQ Wrestling Pod.
GQ Wrestling Pod, yes. I'm working on something right now for Twitter.
Look at you tippy typing away. What are you working on? Twitter. Twitter's hard. Anyways, he's typing something up for the podcast. Next week, we will be talking about the backlash from Elimination Chamber. We will be previewing Revolution coming up 1 week from this coming up Sunday, live on pay-per-view. More than likely, we'll watch it together. Because why not?
Revolution?
Yes.
More than likely.
More than likely. We'll watch it together. And to be able to get our opinions on said things. Humanoids out there, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. We appreciate you all so very, very much. So with that being said, anything to add? No.
I'm actually sending Conrad Thompson a direct message on Twitter.
Oh, is he going to the thing?
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's some of the names that I've seen that are getting inducted this year.
Mm-hmm.
Tony Schiavone.
Oh, that'd be fun.
And there was another one I don't remember now. But yeah.
Be kind of nice to be able to go to the Waterloo Wrestling Hall of Fame. Like being said, we also, we like to shout out our favorite people in the whole wide world. Again, Ryan, we appreciate your artwork for our logo and for the shirts that are coming out. For the Flying Elbow, we're not sponsored by them at all, but we really love their motif and love the things that they do up there. It's a fantastic thing. With that being said, we bid you adieu to you. We thank you and good night and